Finna walk up by the Wahin Beach. It is hot as hell, but man, it's just so beautiful outside. It's so green and blue in all the right places. Oh, you guys see the horse, guy on the horse behind me. It's beautiful, man. Oh, once I get closer, I'll pan the camera. But I'm not finna be too long. All I want to do is just kind of just talk about, you know, I think I did a video like this. I may just keep doing something like this every couple weeks or whatever. But, just talking about my little experience, my little small journey living indefinitely out of my origin country, that being America, the United States. I left the States August 2nd of 2025. It is now July 2nd, 2026. It's crazy. I'm on month 12, yo. About 4 more weeks, I'll be living out of the States for a year. It's so wild to me. Let it go. We're gonna get sandy a bit. I mean, Sam bathing over there. He in direct sun. Man, it's hot out here. It's very hot. It's very bright. He's in direct sun. You gotta be careful with that, Everything's in balance. I get the premise because it's beautiful out here, but everything in balance. Anyway, look at the sky. The sky, the water, look at just the color definition between the damn firmament and the water line and the shore. Like, look at that, man. It's beautiful. It's crazy. If you guys haven't been to Wahin, this is the Wahin Beach. So they got a lot of hotels and restaurants up and down the shoreline. It's a top beach for sure. It's beautiful. I mean, look at the definition of clouds. Whenever I get time to isolate myself physically, my wife is running errands, she's with a friend, I like to just get in touch with just nature, man. Just naturalness. I've been in a weird spot mentally for the last, I guess, about a year, right? Just looking, seeking, getting connected with just naturalness. If that makes sense. It's like my spirit, my inner self is just drawn to just basic life. Water, sand, grass, cement, and trees. Like, mountains, right? Riverbanks, Shit is beautiful. And it's so surreal. After almost a year, y'all, it's so surreal. You know why it's surreal? Because it's not like I'm out here and I'm still busting my ass at work. That's what the crazy thing is. Like, I can work 4 to 5 days a week, 12 to 15 hours a week, man. And it's not like the 12 to 15 hours of work I do a week is hard. Like, it's right before I touch down into the bed and shut my eyes and restart the day, I do about 2 or 3 hours at the computer, man, doing emails. I take a call once or twice a week. So obviously it feels like a vacation, although the surreal part is, and I'll zoom in a little bit, see a little line right here since I walked from over there. The surreal part of it is, guys, is I live here, you know? And what's even crazier is I have options. You know, like we don't really know this until we actually start doing it. Because there's a few demographics in this world, and if you guys are somewhat in sync on what I'm talking about, you know what I'm referring to. There's a few demographics in this world who's been doing this for decades. And a lot of us, shit, including myself, have been catching wind of this in the last few years. Because we've reached detrimental situations in our life, or we see the writing on the wall really clear that we want to change before someone gets hurt. We want to change even in a comfortable situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. Like right now, I would be like, you know, if I had to go back to Florida or North Carolina, Texas, wherever I'm from North Carolina. But I had to go back, you know, I'm like, I'll be dreading it. Like in the next, you know, I had to go back next week. I'm like, man, I got to soak this up for a week. And then I got to get back to it and act like I never even came out here for another 6 to possibly 12 months. If I can even get time off again to come to the other side of the world, you know? You know, things happen for a reason. Even the definition of the clouds, right? I'm getting a little overcast coming in. It's just, I don't know why. It just looks grand to me. You know, even when it has a little overcast going, you know, it's just beautiful. It's something with the water. We talk about, I know you guys probably heard about people talking about air quality in a lot of these places, especially in Thailand. But I feel like I breathe better. I can't tell you. It's really hard to always put into words when I'm talking to people, whether they're living here too, they're visiting, or people back in the States, right? Back from where I'm from. It's hard to put shit into words. Cause I'm like, our life changed month 1. Well, month 1, I was still working. A quick little backdrop, right? I was still working full time when I left the States for about a month and a half. I left the States and I moved to Jamaica for about 6 weeks. And then I didn't want to stay in Jamaica anymore. And I didn't want to have my job anymore. So I quit my job. They were going to give me a promotion before I left the States. So I said no to that. I still was there working for 6 more weeks. But at week 4, I told them I'm done. Like there's something out there for me where if I'm continuing to work, and it's not just at the job I was at, just working in that same capacity, I wouldn't get to where I think I need to be, where I think I should be, where I think many of us should be, you know? That wouldn't happen. Because I'll be caught up in promoting the livelihood, the success of the vision of a CEO and its shareholders. I'll be caught up in doing all that shit. Day to day, hour to hour, week to week, month to month. I just keep this shit up. And so I found a smaller company, a much smaller company that understands, you see, like it's one thing to work. It's one thing to work. It's one thing to make income, make good income. But what I want people to realize, anybody who I meet, whether you're my sister, right, brother, right, cousin, or you're a stranger I'll probably never see again. What I want people to realize is, just because we have to do something, there's a way we should do it. In my humble opinion. That's all I can give. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm just trying to have a good life. But in my humble opinion, there's a way we should do things. So it's like being able to be at a job where I could work anywhere in the world, where they know what my vision is. to a T, because you can't tell everybody the whole tea, right? You can't give everybody the whole scoop of what you want in your life, especially a company. Don't do that stuff. But they know, right? They knew I was in Malaysia. They knew I was I was living in Thailand. They knew that I was probably gonna leave again to go to the Philippines, right? Like we're making plans and we're talking about our life. And since I am still working a job, although it's at a lower capacity, um, you know, there's just a different sense of how I'm doing shit. It's just night. It's it's severely night and day, guys. It's been what are the days? You guys help me count. August 2nd. It's been around 330 days since I've been out in the United States. Maybe a tiny bit more if I'm not off, right? And every single day since then, since I touched down into Jamaica, although I was still going to be working full time, although, um, I knew that wasn't going to be our landing spot, for a while, like to just be out of the redundancy of me getting up, taking my kids to school, or if they didn't have school, they have appointments, or if they were sick, looking to get out of work to take care of them, or figuring out what my wife is doing to get out of work to take care of them. Or if we're all healthy, then they gotta go to school, right? Then I gotta go to work. I gotta get up. I gotta take a call. I gotta take an email. I gotta do a meeting. I gotta put on certain clothes. And then we gotta come home, and then we gotta figure out what we're gonna eat, even though all the food is toxic. Like we gotta do all this redundant shit that is actually harming us. The mundane schedule of being in the rat race. All the stuff that implicates us. We gotta worry about bills to the point where we can't have fun, to the point where we can't really save like we should be. We talk about it, but we can't. That's why most Americans only have $400 towards an emergency situation. If $400. Right? Like, we're doing all this stuff just to get by. And it's like, man, I told my wife the other day, yesterday maybe, the day before. I mean, we talk about the same stuff every day. Now we just have more time to talk, which is another thing. We just have so much time. I'm not away from her that much. Not because, we're also meeting people. That's just another thing too. Just the social life has grew. People are on one accord. People who don't look like me. People who come from different backgrounds and environments who are looking for the same thing. Just meeting people. It's just different. It's different. It's freaking beautiful, y'all. I'm telling you. But I tell her every day, I'm like, we're just scratching the surface. We truly are. Yeah, I should walk in this, but we're truly scratching the surface. We just got out here. I've met people who've been out of the States for, as little as a couple months to up to 40 something years. Out of the country they were born and raised in. People in their 60s and 70s saying this shit makes sense. I'm with it. I'm with all of that energy, man. I'm to the point where I'm so biased. And it shouldn't be a bias because if we're all looking at things the same way, I'm like, man, all this shit we gotta go through, especially me being a black American, I gotta jump through all this fucking hoops to be okay. And that's not okay to me. I gotta jump through all these hoops, man. I gotta always prove myself. I gotta not be affected and succumb to the most littlest shit that can just knock us off our goal, our plan, whatever that is, to achieve some sort of happiness, you know, some sort of comfortability. some sort of positivity and security. Like, it's just so much, man. When you just take a flight and change your environment, and it's like, damn. I'm not saying it's a utopia or it's perfect. So when you people watch this, because there's a lot of people who be acting like they don't have common sense. Because there's no way in this world is perfect and it's a utopia. Whatever that even means, that doesn't exist. But I'm like, y'all, we've been out here. Been to different countries, including the U.S., right, within the last 12 months. And all these other places have more pros than cons outside of the economics, I would say, behind making decent income. And I don't want to put too much power into that because everybody come from everywhere, man. People be coming from France, Germany, Russia. Some people come from the islands. People come from China, Korea, and they make good money. So miss me with that American dollar bullcrap. That's just where I'm from. But when you outside of that, day to day, when you talk about the quality of just meeting people, the quality of the food, the freshness of the food, man, the way we medicate people here, man. Hey, it's just like, ooh, look at that lighting, man. Ooh. Like, when we talk about all this stuff, I told my wife, it's been well over a year since I got sick, man. I was, and I'm like, look, I told her, I said, if it's the end by the end of this year, because I won't count. I was last sick in April 2025, so it's been a while. I probably had like 3 or 4 headaches since then, but head colds, congestions, aches, viruses, none of that bullshit, man. I got that 4 to 5 times just last year, and luckily it stopped. Oh, it's about to start raining. I got overcast. And I told my wife the other day, I'm like, if I don't get sick the end of this year, I know America was trying to kill me, man. Like, you guys have to tell me otherwise. I know America was trying to kill me. Like, how am I getting sick so much? We still see people out here not washing their hands. Like, we're not. This ain't the again. No perfect. No utopia. Whatever that even means. No. We get into way more. We're around so much more people. I'm telling y'all, especially in the personal space. All these cars, grabs, and bolts we take, hundreds of them, hundreds. In these Airbnbs and hotels, a lot. Yeah, it's crazy. Planes, trains, guys. I told her if I don't get sick by the end of this year, because I ain't superhuman, because I don't take no vitamins, I don't take nothing. I don't take anything, y'all. I take nothing. I just eat and hydrate. I am more active now because I have more time on my hands. We stopped, even coming out here the first few months, we were giving our kids vitamins and all this stuff. We stopped that. It wasn't even planned. We just stopped it because I never even agreed with that shit. I'm like, if we just drink water, be active, eat mostly the right stuff, as long as it's cooked fresh, it's cooked with pure intentions, like just basic shit, we should be all right. Our kids haven't been sick like that. And they're kids, 4 and 8. It's not just me. Shit is different, man. Moving abroad is different. Home is where the heart is. I told my wife, I could live anywhere in this world, man. As long as you have some sort of income, for your cost of living, and you respect the law. Home is where the heart is. My home is with my wife and my kids. When my kids move out on their own, it's me and my wife. Home. I'm from the States. I was raised in the States, but the States is trying to murder me, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. We don't have conversations like this. I, I'm probably one of the first people y'all meet who probably talk like this, where it's like whatever you do, you're trying to get hurt. They're trying to target us, man. So I'm like, man, I could be in different environments. Different. Now, I'm not saying all of them, different environments. I have options, at least, to feel okay. It's just feeling okay. It's not trying to feel superior, get the upper edge. It's just feeling okay. Just walking back. Just want to show y'all the beach since I was over here, but I got to catch a ride. It's just feeling okay. I just want to be okay. If this is your first time seeing Black, leave a like and comment, I just want to be okay. I love engagement, man. I want to know people's thoughts and opinions. You know, life, we don't get a real do-over. I know we talk about, you hear other people probably talk about this life is a game, but there's no respawning. This ain't story mode where we can just unplug this shit and go back into it. When we're dead, man. You know, like it's morbid, but it's just real. You know, I think about death a lot. People don't think about, we're just so surfaced and we just worry about all this shit. We worry about music and clothes and makeup and work. Just worry about all this shit. I'm like, damn, we have one life that we know of, man. Like, nobody's walking around here God. Who has the globe? Someone tells me, if you guys have a magical ball that you know that we're gonna live again, then it's different. And I know there's a lot of belief systems like that, but it's also an excuse to wild out. So know the difference. Religion is control. Sorry if you don't agree with it. Sorry if I offended you. Religion is control. There's someone's narrative that you are pushing as a member or a person of interest within a religion. Sorry. I'm like, we got one life, man. I'm like, damn, I'm not spending my life working or worrying about what other people got going on or negative energy. When we got options. When we're supposed to be, if you guys are religious, walking in our dominion, really being superior. You know? Sorry, go. Oh. That's what she's looking at. My man want to take a dump. Walking in power, man. We're supposed to be walking in power, man. Gotta go. Walking in authority, you know? Especially for you guys who are Black or at least believe in Black power, you know what I'm saying? Melanated power. We're supposed to be walking in it. And we're getting dogged out in a place we're born and raised, you know? That's what I want people to think about. Are you tired of getting dogged out? Obviously not. But have you met people who are tired of getting dogged out? Well, if you haven't, I was tired of getting dogged out. I was tired of getting bent over. I bought properties. I made 6 figures. Even though I didn't graduate college. I stayed out of jail. Right? Like, we did all this shit. I was in church. I still was dogged out. Because I saw the bigger picture. It's not made for me to win. That's it. That system, part of that system, it's not made for me to win. And now I want to procreate and bring kids into this world. And it's like, damn. I know the world's getting worse. I know America's getting worse. So let me look at my options to put my family in the best situation we can. Because little boys and little girls are getting strung out, getting shot and molested. Strung out, shot and molested, kidnapped, getting eaten in a country we were born and raised in. It's not even about believing me, y'all know this is facts. So anyway, I could keep going on and on. I could, but let me get off this thing. Moving abroad basically was the best decision I ever made. I wish I did it sooner, but I'm out here now. And it's funny when people say, when are you gonna go back? My family knows I don't have a job. I'm not even looking to tie myself to a job past the age of 35. I'm on path for early retirement, in which I've been looking for and seeking for the last couple of years. And being in this situation is helping me. Why would I go back to a place that's trying to kill me? I'm good. I'm good. If y'all are good too, even if y'all not there yet, if y'all are planning to just change your trajectory, then leave a sub. Say hi. Y'all be safe.